guys. Good morning. Good morning. What do you call this? Vivi. Vivi. Okay. Um, where am I now? Okay. Oh, so far. Okay. Virtual hug. Portuguese. Okay. Good morning, Rochelle. Apa nama saya? Kimberly. I know it was your birthday recently. Belated happy birthday. Belated happy birthday. Good morning, Teresa. Okay, after 2 weeks, 2 weeks, I don't know. I know I was out for some time, but anyway, glad to be with you again. Okay, I'm gonna say FC Ben, FC. I'll just call you FC. Okay, good morning, Ellen. Okay, so I don't know if you've been doing your forgiveness when I was away. Oh, Davi, your son. Happy birthday, Davi. Happy birthday, Kimberly and Davi. Okay, how old is your son? Vivi, how old is Davi now? 14 or so? Angela, good morning. Facebook user, good morning. Oh, Christabel, you're there. I missed you, Christabel. I did not see you before. You're before Teresa. Okay. Viva. Okay, how many of you have been doing the forgiveness even though we had no live session? How many of you been replaying the old recording, the previous recording? Put a something, a heart, a thumb, a smiley face if you've been doing that, because I don't see you. I cannot see you. I did. Okay, Facebook user. Oh, 11 years old only. That is 11. Okay. Only one, you, me. Okay. Many times. Okay. I know some of you haven't transported to. I forgot your name, but some of you are regular, but it just still comes out as Facebook user. So Mauritius Rina, I'm gonna say, okay, Ellen is like, what is that? It's like no say. Sometimes maybe no, I don't know, Ellen. I like that. Yes, forgiveness, Sonam. Yes, I did. Yeah, wave. Wave. That's a wave. Okay, means yes. The answer is yes. You're doing the forgiveness during the time that we don't have a live session. Oh, okay. All right, good. I did on my own. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. You don't need to listen to the recording as long as you know the process. And any one of you, every week, but I know I was out for 2 weeks. That's why I'm asking if you're continuing the forgiveness on your own or through the video. Okay. Now, I I just got a sharing through the email or WhatsApp, a first time Beverly, that she was doing the forgiveness. I forgot what she was doing. Sorry, I cannot. I don't have the exact wordings, but whatever she was trying to do, it turned into forgiveness. Um, it turned into forgiveness, that she felt the need to do the forgiveness. And only at that time, even so long already, she's been doing forgiveness, or sometimes yes, sometimes no. But when she was like brought into forgiveness, she saw the chains of, the chains, the links between whoever the people she needs to forgive this lifetime. You know, some of you have your mother, your father, your grandpa, your husband, present or ex-husband, and at that moment she saw the links, the chains, what made her suffer or the victim of these three people. And that the forgiveness that she was feeling is from the heart, that's why she kept on crying and tears came out. She couldn't stop crying and crying. It's a level of forgiveness coming from the heart, understanding the whole picture, not just me as the victim, you as a perpetrator, poor me, why me, God. She wasn't in that mood. All of a sudden, she saw the reason why. So right, just tears came out, and then after that, it's like she's done. She finally got the essence of why she needed to forgive those three people in her life. And after that, she felt like resolved. That's what I was trying to hope, that you reach that stage where you're not just forgiving on a mental level, say, yeah, I know it's the right thing to do. I know that I've done it. I know I need to do this. I know, but it's not felt on a deep level, on the very essence, right? So she finally got that feeling going deep into the heart. It's really the heart or the soul, how she described it. It's like the soul and seeing the whole thing, understanding, accepting, and knowing her role, why, whatever that is. When she said chains, I understood what she meant. So I hope that each one of you, I know some people come to me, I've been trying to forgive my whoever, got so many stories. For 30 years, some people attend my retreats, our retreats, or whatever. And then I'm asked by Master Nona or whoever, or in our retreat, in our own retreat, Glenn would ask me to guide the group of people, and whoever attending the retreat, the forgiveness. And some people come to me very old, really, like 70 years old, late 60s. I've been trying to forgive. One person said myself for 30 years. Some people say I've been trying to forgive my mother. Okay, different people have different, triggers. Whoever pushed the buttons, and for 30 years, 40 years, and like hallelujah, like they're like this hallelujah, with your forgiveness, whenever that was. I totally forgive myself. I totally. It's like I got it. It hit me deep here in the heart that now I'm free. The freedom, feeling of being free from all these chains of bondage, or cadena de amor, whatever you call it in Spanish, links, cords, um, what do you call, attached to you. They're so attached to you. Those people that you haven't forgiven is like you cannot get out of it. The feeling is, I feel so relieved for them. I feel so happy for them when they said like this, I am free, and they hug me so tight, so deeply, like really, like so grateful for the feeling of release, of like finally I let go. I got it. Something like like a eureka type. The Newton, all these discoveries of Bruce Lipton and all this eureka. I had that eureka moment when I finally discovered something. So they discovered themselves. So I hope that each one of you, especially, life was difficult because this person made your life difficult, gave you all these headaches, all these problems. If not for this person, I would be happy. If not for this, whatever abuse, sexual, physical abuse, mental torture, emotional, whatever it is that they've done to you. I know a lot of people suffer for so many years, right? I think 30 years, a lot of people are 30 years. I think that's a magic number. 30 years are the most common. I've been suffering for 30 years. I've been trying, some people 20 years. I've been forgiving for 20 years. And at the time, I said, okay, 20 years, I think it's a long, even 10 years is a long time to punish yourself, to be in misery, to be in pain. Like I said, okay, how could I'm just putting, whenever somebody shares physically in front of me, or email, or tell me the story, I couldn't imagine me living that life, suffering, being feeling tortured, feeling encaged, like in a prison. Really, you're in a prison. You're creating your own prison. I put myself in their shoes. I said, I don't want this life. I feel the suffering. I feel the pain of these people. I said, why are they? Why do they choose to live that way? What? Uh, of course, it's easy for me to say. Why is it difficult for them to forgive? Of course, I'm not the victim. I'm not the, you know, the aggrieved person. So it's easy for me to say why. Why? My why is not why do you allow this, or why don't you choose to live a happy life? Why do you love to punish yourself? In my mind only, I said, I'm trying to understand where they're coming from, what takes a long time for them to finally let go. Of course, if you're the victim, it's more difficult, right? It's more difficult. But I love that some people have come to an understanding. Yeah, it's the right thing to do. I need to forgive. Yes, yes, it's for my own sake. Yes, I don't want this cycle of karma to repeat again, next life or next lifetimes, whatever. Yes, I understood it. I did it. Yes, I understood. I deserved it. Yes, I understood. I'm the one who created this scenario. Yes, I understood. I'm suffering. But understanding is one. They got it, but it's not yet in the heart. It's not yet accepted fully from the from the deep part of the heart. So when people finally get it, finally, yes, I need to do something. Yes, I need to be free from this bondage. Yes, I need to, like the chain, cut the chain, like it's a metal chain. One person, again, so many people. The chain is not just like this. He was, she, I saw, I felt, I don't know, clairvoyantly or sensing, like she has this chain, like she is like this, like an animal, like a cow with a strap all around, and then by the sex chakra, it's like when you have a harness on animals, like the cow, like those, like they're carrying a cart, that type, and it's metallic, not a wooden cart or something. The chain. I said, oh my gosh, no wonder she had suffered this much, because I don't know the symbolism of that. Maybe she was the one who did it to someone who tortured someone. That's why what she suffered this lifetime is horrible. I cannot even tell you. Um, Whatever the sharing of some people, it's nothing compared to this person's suffering this lifetime. So now I saw it. I think she was part of the Inquisition time. She did something there, and that's my vision. That's my vision only. I said, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe what I saw is not accurate. Maybe, who knows, right? I never seen that kind of entrapment, not just this chain, but that kind of entrapment. And then when I went to Prague with my son, there's a torture museum. Can you believe it's a torture museum? How people torture during the Inquisition time, exactly the time that I thought she was part of. And that existed. The one I saw on her, it existed. It was there. All the tools that they used to punish people at that time. And it took me a while, because in the beginning I didn't understand why she suffered that much. I didn't know generational healing that time. I am not that experienced in those kind at that time, long, long time ago. But at least I did it. At least she was freed. It took some time, a lot of sessions from me at that time, but I felt so happy releasing her from that. Not just cadena de amor, but that entrapment is horrible. Um, and I had a wish for her to live a happy, free, free from that whatever she suffered from to be repeated again in this coming lifetime. Not only this lifetime, but in coming lifetimes. Okay, so if there's a pattern in your life for the abuse, husbands, boyfriends, mother, friends abusing you, you're always the victim. In your mind, you're the victim, and really, the 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 best solution is to really forgive and let go. Like what I mentioned to you, she finally got it. She saw the whole thing, and she understood. And freedom, you know, the feeling of being free from this enclosure, from this imprisonment, from this cloud, from this, however you describe a prison or a cell or jail. You're like in jail. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been in jail, but physically I could imagine those who were sentenced to even 10 years imprisonment, 15, 20, 30, some are for life imprisonment. I've been in prison. I've been to jails, not in prison. My father was a conductor of the band of the main jail in the Philippines, where there's, you know, it's a big prison. So I used to be a little girl going with my father when he conducts the band in the jail, the biggest jail in the Philippines. So I see them inside the jail, inside, but they have a band. When my father comes there, they play instruments. So at that time, I was just a kid. I didn't know. Jail for me is a happy place because I get to witness my father, create music there. So, but as I grew up, I realized why they're there, what jail is for, why. Imagine, they have a time they come out of the jail, they do hard work and all this, and they're fed with certain whatever. But anyway, now that I know what jail is, that where you're sentenced to like 10, 20, again, even 3 years for me is like, I cannot imagine being not free to do whatever, not free to go out and search it, to discover the world outside you. That's difficult. So when people say, I've been trying to forgive my ex-husband, I've been trying to forgive my mother for 20, 30 years, I said, isn't it time for you to let go? Is it time for you to be happy? Is it time for you to be free? Is it time? I mean, you're 65 years old now. You're 70 years old. How many more years do you think you're going to live? Lucky if you live another 20, 30 years, right? Up to 100 or 90s. And by the time, yes, you're free, but you're like weak already to explore the world, weak already to, well, of course, the joy inside and outside. You don't need to travel physically, but the sooner you let go of all these issues, of all these people, of all these painful experiences, the faster you get to happiness. Um, this weekend, Glenn and I taught Buddhism Revealed, and the Eightfold Path is a lot of most people have the right thoughts, right thinking, right thoughts, right speech, right action. All of this, a lot of people, the problem is attachment. I'm holding this cup. If I keep on holding this cup, this is my coffee, by the way, it's still very hot, so I cannot drink it. So, so it's still hot. So hopefully everything is so hot that you just let go. You're too hot, I need to let go of you, right? But some people are so attached to holding on to this coal, to this fire, even though it's burning them. They won't let go, even though they're suffering. They won't let go, even though it's pains. They won't let go of this burning coal or burning whatever, right? It's burning, but now it's a little tolerable. It's still hot. Imagine people are holding it to this hot coffee, or hot coal, hot wood, whatever it is, burning wood. That's a lot of suffering. So I need to let go, right? But people don't want to let go of this pain, right? So that's the most people's problems, attachment. So we told people how to detach, to de-attach, right? You're attached to the results, you're attached to the outcome, you're attached to your ways, you're attached to how they should act, how should they do, how they should have done it. Doesn't work that way. You're attached to the people you love too much, but also at the same time give you so much pain you cannot let go, right? You're to you're too attached to toxic relationships. You're attached to the pain, to the misery. I don't know. There's so many stories. How many of you are still attached to these people that give you so much pain? I'm saying attached to the memory, to the pain, to the experience, to the unpleasant events in your life. How many of you? How many of you still cannot let go? You're still enjoying the misery, the pain, the bitterness, the frustration, the agony, the hurt. Be honest, how many of you? Me. Just one? Two? Surely, most of you, that's why you're here, right? Now, how long more do you think you can hold on to this pain? Is there but less now? Okay, very good. Yeah, it's a process. It's a process. Good, good, good. Less now. Very good. Whirl, whirl. WIL, you mean? I'm in the process every day less. Very good. Improving, improving. Okay, this is how big it was. I'm improving. Now it's here. Now improving. Okay, okay, good. Eventually it's going to be gone. Okay, very good. I'm happy that it's improving. And I'm happy that you're trying. Okay? It's difficult in some cases. Yeah, it's difficult if you look at you as the victim. Who wants to be the victim? Nobody. It's easy if you see the whole picture. It's easy if you see you're not the victim. It's easy if you see they too have lessons to learn. It's a lesson to learn for me. It's easy if you understand that God gave this to you for you to be stronger, to be better, to be to stretch your loving heart, to build yourself, to exercise your ability to love, to to accept, to be kind, to be understanding, to be patient, right? It's easy if you say, "What's my lesson here?" Not, "Why am I a victim again? Why me? God, why me? You don't love me, God. This is a punishment for me." If you look at it that way, but it is not a punishment. It is not. God loves us. You're the one punishing yourself by not allowing yourself to be free, to be happy. Okay? Try to see the lesson and try to handle the situation from the heart, not from the solar plexus. Then it'll be easier. Remember I told you about that person? She was so stuck for a long time. My father, my mother, my whatever, whoever the people are. And finally, she saw the whole picture, the chain of events that led to her suffering. She created that suffering to herself. When she got it, gone. Okay? Okay? One is more difficult. Let go of most one, okay. It shifted for me since I concentrated on all the good memories. Okay, yes, very good, Marian. That will help you also in your healing. Me, in the process every day less difficult, less now improved, but not completely Okay, good, good, good. I'm happy with your answer. Me, in the process, completely not completely gone, but much less. Yeah, I have one more. That means out of 100 or 50 or 30, there's only one more. That's pretty good. Okay? Pretty good. Okay, good. Now, I want you to put an intention that whoever this one more, that difficult one for Ramon, that is so difficult, whatever, whoever, whatever situation that is, I want you to put an intention that I don't want to say someday. That someday could be at the end of your life. I want you to make an intention. In 3 months, I'll give myself to grieve, to feel the pain for the next 3 months. Okay, decide. Choose your time frame. Next month, at the end of this month, on my birthday, Kim, you just had a birthday a few days ago. Don't say on my birthday, or by the end of this year, or in 6 months. Okay, can you give an intention? I will fully let go of this person. In 1 month, I'm done. I'm done. Done. Like done. Okay. So can you set a date when you will say, I'm done with this person. I am free. My mind, my memory, I will only remember, as Maren said, I will only remember the good this person had done to me. Could be your mother-in-law, could be your lovers, could be your present husband who's so annoying because they're controlling. Okay, I said from now on, I'm not gonna react to his controlling ways. From now on, I will follow what's right to me, and then I will ignore the others. Okay, from today, from tomorrow, from next week. Okay, I will I'll react differently. I'll just watch him da 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 shout. Some husbands, some wives are very nagging type. Some parents, they they just they're angry themselves. They have their own issues, and they put it on you. Some policemen are very nice at home, but sometimes they have stress with their wife, and they go to the streets, they do their job, and you happen to be just the victim of their stress or their anger at home. They are mean to you, and you took it seriously. They give you a ticket, and you're so upset with that. You feel you didn't do anything, but he just had a rough day at home. So if you see it that way, oh, okay, poor policeman, I judge him. I was so angry at him for giving me the ticket for being unfair, but I realized he was just not happy at home, and then I happened to be passing that time when he was so upset. Okay, so from now on, I will not put it on me that I am bad, that I am the victim, always the victim. I'm always the trouble. Okay. Good morning, Kathy, Mandip. Good morning, Kiran. Okay, my Swati. Good morning. Okay, so I want you to say, I give myself 3 months. If it's so deep, the pain was so deep, and it's from childhood, from your grandpa, grandma, from your father, you've suffered enough. I said, I'll give myself 3 more months. Give me time, Master Marlag. 3 months. I think I can process in 3 months. But he said, I'm there, almost there, just a little left. Yeah, I'll give myself a month. Okay? But if you say, really, the pain is so deep, I will never forgive, I cannot. I say, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I have the power to choose to be happy. I want to be free. I want to de-attach to this hot coffee. Okay? Now, if it's not too hot anymore, yes, I can hug you, love you again. But for now, I need to let go of you. You're too hot. I'm getting burned. I don't want to be burned anymore. I don't want to deep fry myself for my own health, for my own sake. Okay, did you? Did you make some promise to yourself? Oh. Okay, when did you lose your father, Mandy? He said, I just lost my father who I had a lot of resentment towards. I'm sure he was controlling. I'm sure he was demeaning. I'm sure he was putting it down. And you cannot forgive that, right? How do I move past this grief? 2 weeks ago. So are you grieving for the loss? Are you grieving for the guilt that you have resentments towards him, and you still feel that resentment, and you were not able to say sorry, you were not able to resolve before he passed away? Guilt. Oh, okay. Okay. The guilt that you were not able to say, to resolve, to say sorry, to say, yeah, I was not the best son, and I understand why you were strict or tough on me, because I was also, the black sheep or the rebel, whatever it is, right? And I'm guilty. Okay, you know that the body is gone, yes, but the soul doesn't die. The soul is still watching over you, your family. I don't know, it's your father. So your soul is still, I don't know if your mother's still alive, but the soul of your father is still watching over your mother and you and your siblings. Yes, yes. Again, a lot of parents are like that. In their desire for you to be successful, they keep on like too much demand, too much, and they say you don't, you're too lazy. You just have to study. You're gonna be successful if you're that lazy. Da da da. So that's why the self-esteem of most kids nowadays are the result of that, of the wrong upbringing of the parents. Okay, I want you to come from an understanding that they did the best at the time. That's the only way they know how to put you in the right track. They thought they were doing the best for you. That's the best that they can do. They did not know that they're causing you suffering, that they're crushing your self-esteem, that they're diminishing you. They don't know energy work. They don't know about their negative words, negative thinking. It crushes your aura. It crushes your energy level to this. They did not know. They did not know. Okay. No, you don't reincarnate right away. Angela, we don't reincarnate immediately. No. Some people do in the same lifetime. Some people takes 50 years, 100 years. Some people take 200 years. Not right away, okay? They stay there. They process. They learn. We learn spiritual teachings here in the physical world. When we die, they continue to learn there. There are also schools there in the spiritual world, in heaven, in the inner world, so to speak. Okay, and you can still talk to them, especially 2 weeks. They're still here. They're still here. Now, probably your father's soul, because when we die, your life will be shown to you, the judgment day, so to speak, in the Christian terminology. We have what we call judgment day. In the religious teaching, at least I'm Catholic. I'm raised Catholic. I'm still Catholic, okay, even though I respect all other religions. We have what we call the judgment day. We think God judges us and punishes us for whatever bad, if we've been a bad boy, bad girl, and then God will punish us. That's why judgment day. That's when God, gives you the punishment or the judgment. No, it's us who will judge ourselves. So in a very fast pace, like a the movie, fast movie. When you in the olden times, the real, you make it for the fast movies. For what do you call this? The Charlie Chaplin type. It will be shown to you your whole life, this life, and you'll be the one judging your life. And I'm sure your father saw what he did to you. I'm sure he is also guilty or agonizing over how bad he treated you. Okay? So you're both guilty. Now, for the sake of your father's soul to be at peace, to be peaceful, that's why we say we stay in the purgatory, Angela. Some souls who've done so much bad, maybe they raped, maybe they killed, maybe they were so mean, maybe they did a lot of what we call in the Catholic religion, Ten Commandments. Maybe they committed adultery, maybe they whatever, right? The same teachings everywhere. It's just different interpretations. So if you seen that you were so bad and oh my goodness, and then you're gonna be purging in the purgatory. Some people stay longer in the purgatory. They don't go right away to heaven. What we call heaven is the inner world in another dimension. Not really in the sky above where God is and the angels are. It's not like that. It's not in the sky. If you had flown on the plane, you can see the sky is nothing but just clouds, right? So it's not like that what we were taught in our religion, at least in the Catholic religion. So it's a space in the fifth dimension, the inner world, where everything is good, everything is happy, because that's your vibration. If you've been mean, you go to what we call hell. They say under the earth where the devil is, where there's fire. It's not true. It's a state of mind. It's a place where not everything is so good. Because of your vibration, you attract the same souls in the same vibration. Now, mm, for your own father's sake, you want him to be in a good place in heaven. um, the guilt that he has, the bad things that he did, he saw that when the life was shown to him. So I want you to forgive your father. I want you to say, I am sorry, Father, for whatever I've done to you, not only past life but also this life. I've not been the most, discipline or whatever your father's. So I understand where you're coming from. You only want the best for me. I understand you love me, but you did not have the ability to show love in the way I expect you to show love. So I forgive you. I bless you with love, with peace, with forgiveness. You have to do that to your father. So your father, as he's purging, also having remorse in the purgatory. Some people go straight because they did not do anything wrong. They lived a beautiful life. They lived a kind, loving life. So they go straight to heaven, so to speak, what heaven is for you. Some people stay a little longer. That's why in the Catholic religion we have 49 days we pray for the dead, and then 40 days we do our final goodbye. Some people they spend 49 days. They have that day. Yours is only 14 days, so he's still in there. He hasn't finally said goodbye to Mother Earth. So there's still time for you to process your own guilt. You have time for you to bless him with forgiveness, to just send him a lot of love, peace, and joy, and for spiritual growth, right? Yeah. If you do bad things like cheating and they say, oh, that was a mistake, then you can cheat your bad. No, there's no such thing as cheat your bad karma. There can be no cheating. Yeah, Buddhism 49 days, in Catholic religion 9 days, and then 40 days, right? So it's the same. 49 petals of the Kundalini is the same. Okay, so he's still here. So resolve it by seeing his point of view, understanding why he's so strict to you, understanding he doesn't know any better than that, understands he loves you. Okay, he loves you. You're not a victim. It just so happened that's the way he knew how to raise kids to make sure they're in the right path. Not knowing his way brought you to insecurity and all this. Okay, your dreams shattered because you feel so small. He doesn't know that. Now in the purgatory where he is now, the life will be shown, and he's guilty. He is guilty. Both of you are guilty. So resolve it, okay? We will. How many of you are in the same boat as who was that? M starts with an M, with Mandip. Your parents had died already, and you didn't have a good relationship with them when they were still in the body, and you're so guilty about how bad you were, how you were so angry at them when they were punishing you, and you didn't have a good talk. You did not resolve it when they were still in the body. Namaste. I don't know if you just arrived. That's why you're saying Namaste, or that's your way of saying me, or I don't know. Namaste anyway. When we knew energetically it's working, and then also we always creep. I don't understand what creep. We creep for some or the other things and not able to forgive, then lots of guilt is there. What I mean, how can we forgive without judging? You're supposed to judge. You're supposed to forgive with no judgment. By seeing the whole thing, that the whole picture, again, not use the as the victim. You're not a victim. Remember, you're not a victim. In the same boat as your parents. Come on, look, look. If it's against your parents, just look it from another side. Your parents, your mother carried you for 9 months. Your mother and your father worked hard to put you to feed your body, to put you in school, to bathe you, to dress you up, to make sure you have all your needs taken, the physical body. They worked hard. They worked hard. They sacrificed for us. You don't know until you become a parent how much sacrifice your parents did for us. They did a lot for us. Their mother breastfed you, or they bought milk, they bought pampers to when you were a baby. They spent for your tuition in school. They bought your school supplies. They did everything they could. If they don't have the money, they did whatever they could. Now the attitude about making sure you're in doing the good thing, the right thing, is just the way they saw from their parents. That's the thing they knew only. Their capacity, they did not take psychology. They did not, we did not take parenting in our university. We were not trained how to raise our kids. We don't know the damage that we're doing. They don't know. They thought they're doing the best for you. But just look at the sacrifice that the parents did for us. Okay? The reason why your mother-in-law always complains, she herself is insecure. She is so unhappy with herself that she just projects it to you. It's not about you. If she complains to you, ignore. Don't take it in. Ignore. What do I mean by ignore? This is your mother. I know it's covered. This is your mother. This is you. Ta 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 ta, and you allow those words to come into you, you're gonna be so affected. You're gonna be so furious. You're gonna be so like shrunken and everything. This is you. When I say you're an observer, you're there standing, hearing, hearing da 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 da. Da. You're useless. You took my son. Yeah, you're a bad daughter-in-law. Whatever. You're not a good cook. You're too lazy. Whatever she says. Da 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 da. When you say, I say, just look at her and have pity on her, how unhappy she is. That's why she's doing this to you. She's very unhappy. And increase your compassion. Compassion. Say, God, help her. Master, help her. Please bless her with joy, with love. She has no love in her life. She has no joy in her life. So all her misery she's dumping on you. And I don't want you to accept that. Just look at her as a lost soul, as someone who needs help, someone who needs love, someone who needs to be understood. And if you're coming from your heart like that, this thing will not go into you. It will not affect you. Okay? If she's complaining, and you say, oh my God, I feel so bad. I'm not that. You're revolting inside you. You're accepting it. You're engaging in that energy. Vibrate here, and the lower vibration she's sending to you, there's no attraction. Like attracts, like it will not attract you. It will not affect you. Okay. Okay. Okay, my dad and brother no more, but I had good relationship with them. But I feel there's many things I had not done what I should. Okay, the guilt again. Most of you are guilt. Okay, I know we're supposed to forgive ourselves, yes, but okay, we forgive ourselves, and I want you to forgive your parents, dead or alive, dead or alive. So now your parents are not there, not with you. Forgive them. They hear you. Okay, you don't need to talk for them to hear you. Your thoughts, your feelings create a certain vibration with sound and color. From that, they hear you. They see you. They read you. They understand you. Okay. Okay. We shall do this now. Okay. We are only 15 minutes. Come on, give them a break. They must have punished you in the wrong way because they're also lost. They're young souls. They don't know any better. Okay. 33 people, Christabel, are they also all in the same boat or just the number you're telling? You're telling me just the number or they're also in the same boat as Mandip and Ramon? Okay, but anyway, okay, please understand them. Don't feel you're the victim. Yeah, okay, okay, got it, Christabel. Okay, you're not a victim. And if you know about generations, there's a Facebook, I know it's Facebook. It was sent to me by someone. I think it's Vivi, right? I forgot whoever sent it to me. A kid, 4-year-old kid, telling her mother that her grandpa, her grandma, grandpa, so it's the kid's great grandparents. Okay, the kid telling her mother, who was a father, who was the father has parents, right? The grandparent of the mother, telling telling the mother, you know, your grandma was my wife. I am the grandfather. The kid was the grand was her grandparent. She was my wife, and then I gifted her with a red car. She's telling a story about their life together when she was still, when the kid, this a boy, was the grandfather that life. It was so clear. He was telling stories about their life together as grandparents, right? The grandpa died already. Angela, this answers your question. The grandpa died already, but incarnated as the son of the mother of the granddaughter. Okay, it's a great grandchild. So it took 4 generations. One great grandparent, and then the parent 2, and then the mother 3. Fourth generation. It took 4 generations for the grandparent to great grandparent to reincarnate. It doesn't reincarnate right away. Okay. Okay. So why I share that, if the grandparent, that kid as a great grandparent punished the son, who's the tough one, whoever he punished, whoever if he did not, if he punished the whoever is the son that time, and then now he's born, he will be the one punished now if he's the strict one. Okay, so whoever you punish that time, the reason why you're punished now, the reason why you're suffering now, because you created punishment on that parent of yours. You're now the victim, so to speak, because you made them the victim at the time. Do you understand? It's so clear in his memories that I was the wife, the husband of your grandma. I gave her, and the mother confirmed, Grandma, do you have a red card? Did Grandpa give you a red card? Yes, I do. Everything that the mother said, that the son said, confirmed. Yes, yes, yes. Amazing, right? So if you were born in a family that's punishing, that's torturing you, yes, in the same family line, that's what the generational healing that I teach. Yes, we have a family karma. You have to go back to the same line and resolve that issue. So if you chose that abusive father, abusive mother, it's because you abused them in the past. Now it's time for you to get the payback. You get good rewards if you did good. But if you get, so to speak, punishment if you did bad, so you deserve this. You deserve this. Okay? That's why first virtue of Masichowa, loving kindness and non-injury. You don't injure, you're not entitled to be injured. As I just said, loving kindness. I help. I am kind to people. I only do good to people. I appreciate people. I say thank you. That's why I told you, whoever said, don't react. If you react, you engage in that. If you just send love from your heart, understanding, compassion to your mother-in-law, she will stop complaining about you. If she keeps on complaining and you also complain to me, I'm just an example. You complain to your husband, you complain to your father, my God, my mother-in-law is such a blah, 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 she keeps on da, da, da. You also complain, it will not stop. It will not stop. Angela, I don't know if you're in my mailing list. I mail it to my mailing list. It's coming up next week. Okay, next week. If you're not in my mailing list, sign up mastermaralag.com. Okay. Anyway, let's do this. Let's bless our ancestors, no, not ancestors, your parents, those who lost their parents already, and those who still have their parents, but issues came up when you were a child and you have bad feelings towards them. It's never too late to forgive them now. As you do that, we will forgive ourselves as well, okay? Okay. Shall we close your eyes? We have 8 minutes to meditate. We'll do it. Close your eyes. Activate your heart by breathing in and breathing out with your awareness in your heart. I want you to see yourself, an image of yourself as an adult, not a baby, an adult. Now, your present looks. I want you to see yourself sideways, sideways like this. And I want you to see your parents, both of your parents, mother and father, whether they're nice to you or mean to you or tough on you, whether they're already in the fifth dimension, in heaven, so to speak, or in the inner world, or still in the physical world, doesn't matter. Look at them. Okay? You're just going to be an observer. You're not going to be the participant. Your father and mother, two of them facing you. Of course, your father might be in the inner world, but you see them as alive in their physical body, as if they're still here. Okay? And I want you to see yourself on the other side, looking at both of them. And you here, just observing the whole process. I want you to see yourself happy, sad, angry, whatever you're feeling was, guilty, going into remorse, upset, bitter, recalling the memory of how your father, your mother, when you were a child, when you were growing up, put you down, scolded you harshly, beat, could be physically or sexually, you could have sexually abused you or physically abused you in whatever form. See that you're still the you're grown up now. You're either in 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, right? You still have the memories of how your father or your mother had treated you unjustly. For you, it's unfair. For you, I'm a good boy, good son, good daughter, good girl. and I've done nothing wrong, and you were so tough on me. So I want you to see that angry you when they were alive, now that they're still alive. And some of them had left already, had gone to the inner world, to heaven, so to speak, to the other dimension. They're not there anymore. Here you are. You see yourself as the guilty son, daughter. And you see your father or mother, whether alive or in the inner world, still mean, or some are already also guilty in the inner world. Both of you are suffering. Both of you are not happy. Whether they're there already or still here, both of you are angry. Both of you are guilty. See this out. And if you are sensitive to energy, what kind of energy are you throwing at each other? Look at it. You don't need to scan anything. Easy to tell. It's not a pleasant energy. It's a big blockage between the two of you. Life has no harmony, no beauty, no joy, no peace, no love, which is all against Ten Commandments. Love one another. Honor thy parents. Well, of course, this is the Catholic way. I'm sure in your religion you have also similar things. And you see what you had created both ways. It's not the most ideal relationship. It's not the most ideal environment at home. Even as in-laws, it's not the most ideal. Energy work. If you want to spiritualize, if you want to grow spiritually, this is not the condition that will support you in your spiritual growth. This is meant for you to grow spiritually, but if you stay in this, it's not going to help you. So now I want you to see yourself realizing, yes, this is not the way. I need to forgive. I need to let go. I need to accept that my parents are not perfect, as I am not perfect. And we learn from each other. Whatever my parents learned, if they're both gone, whatever my parents learned this lifetime, I hope they continue to learn in the inner world. So when they come back, they are in a better position, that they got the lessons they need to learn this lifetime. And I too, just look at it. I hope I also learn the lessons I need to learn from my parents, from this why we were put together this lifetime. We need to learn lessons from each other, which is a continuation of the lessons from the past. So let me learn my lesson this lifetime, so that we don't continue the same difficult lessons next incarnation, whether that's third lifetime from now, third generation, fourth generation, or fifth generation. I want a better life, a better harmonized, loving relationship with my family, with my mother, with my father, with my in-laws. So I want you to see yourself making a decision. I decide from now on to accept everything that happened between me and my parents, to know that I am not perfect and my parents are not perfect. And we are both growing, learning our lessons. And I want you to come from your heart, from a gratitude point of view. Thank you, God, for putting us together and allowing us, each one of us, to learn our lessons. Thank you. Now that I know that you put my parents, I chose my parents so that I become a better person. From now on, I will work on myself. But first, I want to remove that guilt. I want to forgive myself. I want to give myself more love, more peace, more understanding. As I work on myself, I know I can easily give love, peace, and understanding to my parents. But for now, I need your help, God. Master, I need your help. Kindly bless our family. Bless my parents in the inner world. Kindly bless them with peace, love, and joy, forgiveness, reconciliation, mercy, and compassion. They are good parents. I owe my life to them. They raised me, they sacrificed for me. They spent a lot of time, money, and effort to support me, to keep this body alive. God, I command, I give them to you. I trust that you will help them evolve to be better next life. Thank you for helping my parents to become better, to spiritually grow, to be happier, to release their guilt, to be more loving. And God, I need your blessings as well. Kindly bless me. Kindly remove the guilt in me, the remorse, the pain, the anger, the upset, the stress, as I am not perfect. Thank you for giving me all these lessons I need to learn. And God, please help me learn my lessons fast, quickly, sooner. Whatever your word is, ahora mismo. Thank you for helping me learn my lessons quickly. Thank you for forgiving me, for judging my parents, for criticizing, for hating my parents, for being angry at them, for not practicing gratitude that they were the ones who are the reason why I'm here on earth. They sacrificed for me. They love me in their own way. Thank you for opening my eyes, opening my consciousness. Thank you for giving more love and understanding and compassion and mercy. Thank you for allowing me to forgive easily and to live a happy, harmonious, loving life. Thank you, God, for forgiving all of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, open your eyes. You do this, you talk to God for now because you cannot help yourself. You're still angry, you still have a lot of guilt. You have to ask God to remove the guilt from your parents, all the whatever, instead of judging them, instead of like saying they're bad. Accept that they're not perfect and ask God to help them to be in a better position in heaven. And also now, if they're still alive, to be in a better space because they couldn't help themselves as well. They're also not mature enough to treat you maturely. And of course, whatever you've done, that's why you're suffering as well. So forgive yourself. Ask God if it's so hard for you to forgive yourself, if it's so hard for you to remove your guilt. Ask God to help you. Okay? Okay, Mandip, I hope you release your parents, your father, I believe, your father quickly. Don't let both of you suffer. Okay. All right, so we're over time 4 minutes, but hopefully life will be easier for you, and I want you to be happier in life. Okay? All right. Namaste. See you next week. I'll be here next week. Okay. Bye bye. Oh, Scarlett, you're there. Good to see you. Okay. Bye bye.